How you guys doing today? Is Lamore. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a new video for you guys and ladies. Today I want to help you save on buying luxury fragrances. When it comes to buying luxury fragrances, it is a bit expensive. As you can see, or have you seen my previous videos from before, I bought many fragrances. I have a lot in my collection. I do love them, but sometimes it gets a little bit expensive, whether it's keeping up with the new ones that come out or buying, replenishing, or buying fragrances that you thought were good that you didn't even work out, or just following the trend or hype. So the luxury experience when it comes to fragrances feels good when you're buying. It makes you smell good, and it helps with your character, your ego, or how you feel, or when you step in a room people notice you. So fragrances has a lot to do with emotions, so we don't really want to attach our emotions when buying fragrances too much because it already exudes our emotions already. So we want to be kind of intentional when we're buying. So today in the video I'm going to help you with 4 ways you could get fragrances for either lesser, more competitive pricing, or just saving altogether when it comes to buying a new fragrance. So let's get it started. So the first thing we're going to do when it comes to buying a new fragrance is assess your original collection. So when it comes to buying new fragrances, what I'm seeing a lot, especially being in the business for over 10 years, is that clients will buy the same fragrance over and over. And not saying the same brand, or the same scent, just in the same essence of that scent. So I'll give an analogy. Basically, say if you like bergamot and you love Aventus, they'll try to find the same scent of Aventus in other fragrances, which is not kind of a great way to go about it, because you're going to have a collection of the same scent, different variations from different brands. When it comes to collecting fragrances or having tons of fragrances, yes, you want to buy fragrances that you love and notes that you love, but you want to buy a kind of a wide range of scents depending on your mood, depending on your emotions, depending on where you're going, the outfit, who you're with. So not only just the scent itself, but just the aroma that you want to leave. So when you do buy a new fragrance or looking to buy a new fragrance, look at what you have in your collection. If you have Aventus, if you have Herba Gold, if you have Mojave Ghost in your collection, really look at it and see, all right, what can I do to add on this collection? Do I need make more of a vanilla gourmand? Do I need more of a woody? Do I need more of a floral? And then go on your investigation. So do your due diligence of looking at what you have so that you're not buying or overbuying the same scent over and over, and yes, your collection becomes a little bit boring, because you have just the same scent sitting there in different variations from different brands and not really expanding your palate. It's just like if you like a certain dish, you like pizza, and you just buy different pizzas from different restaurants. Every time you eat, your palate changes. You may like a burger, you may want a salad, you may want Caribbean food, Asian food. So think of it when you're collecting your fragrances as well. Yeah, you love Aventus. Yeah, you love Mojave Ghost, but then you may want to go for a Balda Freak or a Black Saffron, to kind of expand your palette. So definitely assess your collection and then go upon that. All right. Second, I would say the second thing to do is do your due diligence of researching what fragrance you have. I mean, what fragrance you want. So when it comes to looking for your fragrances, there are different ways to explore. You can watch reviews, yes, but I would say go into a store. Now, go into your department store, whether it's Saks, whether you have Bergdorf, whether it's Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, Dillard's, whatever department store you have by you, go there and just try out different fragrances. Go to different counters that you never heard of. There's many times I will do my research for a new fragrance, and I'll just walk around the fragrance department. I'll look at different bottles if I'm attracted to the bottle, if I've never heard of the brand. I ask what the brand is about, where it's from, because sometimes you might get a brand from the Middle East, like Amouage, which is really different probably to a French or Parisian brand. Or then you might get an Italian brand like a Bottega, So definitely go upon looking in the stores, seeing what you like, seeing what's different, and then expand in there. So definitely do your due diligence. You can even go online, go on Google, search for fragrances, but I would definitely go to your department stores and see what they have because they are very competitive when it comes to fragrances. They're launching new scents all the time, new brands. So go in there, you might see a lot of new brands that you've never seen before online that is in store that you can actually smell. So definitely go into your department store or a standalone store. But I think department store is a little bit better because you get to have a wide variety of fragrances prior to just one scent from that store only. All right. So that is going to be my second choice. Go to a department store, try new stuff, new brand, things you never heard of, and see what you come up with. All right. The third thing I'm going to say, what you can do is look for deals when it comes online. Now, when it comes to buying fragrances, I've been in the industry for a long, long time. And all the time, clients will ask me, when is this going on sale? Is there any discounts? I've seen this on this website, a gray market website like a Jomas Shop or other website that sell fragrances. Now, Jomas Shop is a good website. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never bought anything from there, but it is a great market. So you got to be very careful because it may be real, it may not be real. Who knows? Not saying they sell anything that's not real, but I would say go online, find the competitive prices because I've always seen Nordstrom doing a 20% off, or Bloomingdale's is infamous for doing like a 15 or our friends and family discount. We could get it for another 20% off. And you know that it's going to be authentic, it's going to be real, and it's going to be the freshest, newest bottle that they have. Because sometimes when you buy a fragrance, you don't know how long it's been sitting there. You want to make sure that you get something brand new, that's fresh, that's not been that's been stored properly. And with Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, these retailers, they're constantly getting new stock. So they're storing them in a perfect place where it's going to be great for the fragrance. They're going to be brand new. They're going to be authentic and real because they work directly with the brands. So I would say definitely go for your competitive pricing on your retailers, whether it's Essence. You could even do Selfridges, any website that is going to have authentic brands there that have a partnership with the fragrance houses. I work for many fragrance houses, and I can tell you right now, not every brand online or store online works with us. So you might see a brand online and have a wider range of our fragrances, but we did not sell to them. I won't name the websites, but not every website is working on a partnership with these brands. I'm going to tell you that right now. So definitely be careful. I want you to get the authentic scent. I work on delayed gratification. So sometimes I may want a scent, I might want it now, and a gray market website may have it. I'll wait, because I'll rather get the authentic scent, something that is going to be long lasting, especially with stuff that go on your skin. When it comes to skincare, fragrances, it's so much quick contact with your body. You want to be careful what you're putting on there prior to, like, if you buy like a sweatshirt or something. Yeah, it is touching the skin, but it's not going into your pores as much as a fragrance will. So be careful when you're buying a fragrance. Make sure you're going for authentic stores and really picking the right scent for you, according to that. All right. Now, my fourth and last tip I'm going to give you when buying a fragrance to save the best amount of money, I would say, is subscribe to a brand that is going to give you the best quality, the best size option when it comes to the fragrances. Because fragrances, especially niche fragrances, are not going to be cheap, regardless wherever you go, right? So when I buy fragrances, I want to make sure the size option is good because sometimes they'll have brands and they only come in a 50 ml and it's super expensive. And yeah, it might be good, but then how long is that fragrance going to last, for you? So when it comes to like a PDM, they have 125 mLs and it lasts a while because it is a larger bottle, or a Byredo, their pricing according to the size amount, it's a great value as well. So look for value, look for sizing, and look for quality as well. Because just like how quiet luxury is a big popular thing right now, a lot of people is going over quality instead of like flashy and loud items. I would say it's the same with fragrances. You want to have quality fragrances, raw materials in there that are great, that are rich, so that when you wear that fragrance, you don't have to spray abundance or a lot. I have clients that come in and be like, "Oh, I spray a ton of fragrances on me." Yes, because you're used to those designer brands where you have to spray a ton. And even back in the day, I used to spray a ton of fragrances on. But as you get into the niche realm, you don't need to spray as much. A little bit goes a long way. So I'll say shop with the reputable brands. Really do your research, look at the quality, look at the sizing they're giving you, look at the price point, and then justify to see if it is a great purchase for you. All right. So that's the video I have for you today. You could go in the comments and let me know, how do you find a great competitive value for fragrances or niche fragrances? Do you shop in the gray market? Do you wait for sales? Do you do trades? Let me know in the comments how you get your fragrances for a better value. And definitely share this with the community, because we want to know as well, so we can help each other. And subscribe for this video if I helped you, and subscribe for more, of course. All right. So peace.